Hello, this is Danielle. Welcome to the Simpler Options free video. Today we're going to talk about PANW earnings because I'm sure this is going to be all the rage tomorrow and tonight. So looking at PANW, you've got really the leader here within the cybersecurity industry, okay? And, now what we have is something that is just exploding after hours. So what has happened here? I honestly didn't read the report. I'll check that out later. Right now, just looking at price action, and we have something that closed at 235 and traded all the way up to 263. So that was about a $30 move. When you come over to the trade tab, you want to check out and see what the market maker expected move was, because it doesn't, the only reason that matters is if it was more or less than what the market makers were expecting. So because the market makers priced in about a $14 move and is traded about 30, that makes it 2 times the market maker expected move, and actually a bit more, right? Because 14, yeah, you get the point, right? So PANW is officially twice the market maker expected move. Now, I was looking at this thinking, maybe I'll do put credit spread. That would be the most aggressive way to play it. I ended up doing just the unbalanced fly because I wanted to see if we could get a 2x move after the fact, and that's what we're getting. So this is a little funky right now, but basically with the unbalanced fly, we'll get the credit because it's staying above this entire fly. This will expire worthless. We'll get our 51-cent credit. And now what we can do is trade the 2x move. So how do you do that? Well, coming in here, and we're going to do this in the trading room tomorrow. I'm going to do the open tomorrow. But what I look for is, number one, we look at the overall chart pattern. So we've got something that is obviously incredibly strong. How do we know that? Well, we check out Phoenix. So I go ahead and pull up Phoenix, and this is my handcrafted cybersecurity list. And what I can show you on here is that PANW, after the fall in December, PANW triggered to the upside along with SNX and Cyber, really the first out of anything within this industry. So what that tells me is after the fall, funds are coming in, buying up these stocks because they're the best. They're the best bet. And the triangle right there is just the 821 moving average cross, and then the changing of the colors is just a measure of how strong the trend is. So when you go back and you say, okay, well, funds knew what they were doing. They're buying up PANW, the quickest out of the bunch. And now you have something that just has a blown out earnings report, and it's a pretty well-known company. So the 2x moves do better in 2 instances. Number one, when it's a well-known company like this, where it's going to be in the news all day tomorrow. And then number two, if there's high short interest. So when it has high short interest, that's typically when it'll just blast off to the sky. This one in this example doesn't, but I'm still thinking that because of the well-known name and the relative strength, we'll still be able to get a good move. Here's an example of Cyber. So like I just showed you, Cyber also had a lot of relative strength. You have something that gapped up and just continued to trade higher after earnings. You can do it for a swing trade, or you can do it for a day trade. Either way, you just have to make sure you buy your options for far enough out so that you can hold it. Swing trades typically look for about 4 to 6 days of upwards price movement. The day trade, you can just do it the first 30 minutes of the market open. So basically, it's really hard to say right now what we can do with it tomorrow, because it's going to depend where it opens. It's going to depend if there's going to still be buying momentum at the open. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm going to look for a breach of the first 15-minute range. And typically what I do is I look to get in it right about then and ride that higher until the momentum drops. In this case with PANW, I might just go ahead and buy it at the open. Crazy move, strongest name in the cybersecurity industry. It's a very hot industry right now, a lot of relative strength. And, what we're trying to do is we're trying to capitalize on all those people who hear about it in the news and then come in and buy the stock. We're not doing that. We're just trading the options for a day trade or a swing trade to ride that momentum. As far as a target on this one, it's pretty much already up to the target that I had. So at this point, it's just blue sky territory. I'll look at the next voodoo, which is about 280. We'll see if we can get it. That would be a pretty lofty goal, but that's what I'm going to try for. And then, it's just a momentum trade beyond that. You just look to ride the momentum. Now, what happens if tomorrow this opens and just starts immediately filling the gap? That is no trade, right? This is only a trade setup. Number one, it's two parts. Number one, you have to get the 2 times move, which we got. Okay. Number two, you need MOMO. You need the momentum continuation. Without this second part, without candlesticks that continue higher in the morning, there's no trade. Buying it right at the open is very risky because you don't know if you have that first 15-minute move. But when I'm more confident, I'll do that. Waiting for the 15-minute move and then the breach of the first 15-minute range is the more conservative way to do it. So I'll go ahead and walk you through that first thing in the morning, and we'll see if we can make some cash on Palo Alto. Have an awesome rest of your day. Talk to y'all soon. Oh, and by the way, John is having a webinar on Thursday. And I'm very excited for this class because it's about how to trade with a small account. And John is the master of doing that. So basically, he's going to go over how he doubled his 5K account in 30 days. Make sure you come sign up. It is simplertrading.com/win. For the link, go ahead and sign up. This is going to be on Thursday, February 28th at 7 o'clock, and he's going to demonstrate his weekly income strategy for small accounts. Now, this is pretty awesome because, for those of you who know John, know that he doesn't really trade with a small account, but that's why he's doing a special small account just so he can model it for everyone who is just like you and me. So, hope to see you there. Make sure you sign up and have a great rest of your day.